Hey everybody, this is Dave coming to you from the Gaming Cave. Today we're going to continue our playthrough of U-Boat Leader from DVG Games. Alright, we're going to pick this up. When I let off, I just finished my combat, and because these boats are done up here in the Grand Banks, we're going to go ahead and check their stress. It was these three boats right here. The U-126, no stress, but he can reload his torpedoes, and I can get up to 6 there. I am going to give him 6 torpedoes, get him reloaded. On the U-44, we can now remove the light damage. Those get repaired. And then we will, I do not have a cool factor, so his stress stays there, but we're going to reload him. We're going to give him a fat. And the escort, that's 2. He can take on 6, and we'll give him 4 regular torpedoes. So in case on his next mission he runs into anybody. His stress levels go up to 7, so he's still pretty good. No cool on U-94, nothing else. He just needs to reload. He has, he can take on 5 torpedoes here, so we'll get him reloaded. Okay. So that takes care of the Grand Banks. Now we'll move into down here for the East Coast, where my battle location's now at, and they have a -2 on their contact numbers. So we'll see what they do. The good thing is on these boats, I have a searcher, and a regular boat. Okay, so let's start with, I think we'll start with the does it really matter? I got to type, that's funny, a 9A, a 9B, and a 9C on these 3 boats. Okay. I think we'll start with, let's start with the U-43 right here. We'll have him start out. He's a searcher, so he's searching. He's looking for contacts. So we're going to see what he gets here. He gets a +1, but he -2, so it's a -1 to the die roll. An 8 makes that a 7, and a 7 is 2 contacts. Okay, well, let's see what he pulls on his first contact. Ooh, that is a huge convoy. Add 1 to escort detection die rolls. Woo! Man, these guys all have stress now. I think I'm going to pass on this convoy and go ahead and move. I mean, as much as I want to go hit, there's 6 merchants in there, but with 3 escorts, man, most likely my boats are going to take a pounding on this, and I'm not sure I can get in there. One of the mistakes I made, I can tell already that I'm rectifying, but I should have loaded those fat torpedoes and the other ones in this first volley and then fought on from there. But man, I hate to pass on such a big convoy, but I just don't think I can take a chance on that contact. So we're going to pass it and take the second contact. So we had 2. This brings us down to number 1. Okay, an escort and 4 merchants. There we go. That's a little more doable, I think. Okay. So we're going to have 2. This is the escort. 3 and 4. Oops. That's a warship. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. I am going to spin. I'm going to send my wolf pack on this one. I'm going to spend a SO point. I'm down to 2 remaining now. And see if we can do some damage here. We're going to send all 3 boats in. Okay. All right, so we're going to form our wolf pack, and we need to be, where do we want to come in at? I have searcher, searcher, and nothing. So none of them are infiltrators. They're all going to come in submerged because of the because of the escort. And I think I'll bring U43 in out here, U154 in out here, and U122 in out here. I know the escort's up there. Maybe he'll move if he doesn't spot us. We're going to try anyway. Okay. That's the convoy. Before we do movement, we find out contact type, propaganda. Gain 2 extra VPs if you sink all of the merchant ships. Okay. So we'll leave that card laying there. If I can get them all, then that's a big gain there. Okay. Oh yeah, he's down to, he only has the, okay, here we go. First thing we do is our U-boat movement. So he's coming in here. He's coming in here. He's going to come in here. Okay. Then we do lag, which because of the destroyer or the escort is a 3, so I got a lag 2. So he's going to lag 1 and 2 and be in that one. He's going to lag 1, 2, get into there. He's going to lag 1, 2, and get in here on this guy. Okay. Now we got to determine the escorts and see what they're going to do. Oh, well, when I moved in there, I would have identified. So I was here and here. 1, 2. I would have identified the escort. So let's identify him. See what we get. The escort is the HMS Sherwood. It's an old destroyer. He's tough though. Okay. So we have the HMS Sherwood. Let's just go ahead, and then the first 2 merchants was the Amstelland, a bulk carrier, 8,000 tons. That's a nice one. And the second one was the British Endeavour, small tanker. Okay. So I'm gonna find those vessels and put them on the board here. And then, of course, when I moved up, I'm able to identify the last 2 merchants. So we'll go ahead and get them. The Caddo. Oh, that's a 10,000 ton large tanker. That's in this spot right here. And then I have the Rotura 11,000 ton large freighter. Okay, so we got some big boats there. All right, let me find them, see where we're at. Okay, so the next thing we have to do is detection for the Sherwood. Now he's a range of 1 because they're submerged, so he can detect the U122 and the U43, but he cannot detect the U154. Okay, so he's going to try to detect the U122, and his card right here, his detection number is a 6 for submerged, so he needs a 6 or higher. No modifier. He gets, oh, a 9. He detected the U-122. He's also going to see if he can detect the U-43. 4, he does not. Okay, but now they're alerted on the board because of a detection. So on the next time, now they're going to be easier to find. Okay, escort movement. Detected U-boat, he moves right in here also with the detected U-boat. Okay. All 3 of these boats here, cautious, cautious, cautious. So the destroyer's going to get to go first. So he's going to attack us first. Okay, he inflicts 2 heavy damage. This is the U-122. He already has stress, and he is going to be do what? My evasive is 4. So for every 2 you take off a light. So I would take off 1 light and then a second. So my 4, take off 2 lights, which would equate to 1 heavy. So he hits me with 1 heavy damage. Okay. So here we go. 1 heavy damage is heavy. Oh, no effect. Woo-hoo-hoo. We got past him. I got to hit that destroyer. I got to get him off of us, if we can. Man, he is tough to sink though. And this is when I wish I had those torpedoes up. Okay, so the U-122 is going to fire a spread of 3. It's going to leave me with 1 there now. Oh no, he'll fire a spread of 2 because he only has those 4. So he's going to fire 2 at the U-boat. Okay. 2 at the destroyer, sorry. He gets a +1 on his die for the spread, and that's it. It's the same range. It's a +1. Oh, brother. They're both 2s, so that's a 3. No effect. He missed. Man, that hurt. Okay. U-43 is firing a full spread here of 3. So we'll take the 4 off of there and make that a 1 now. Leaves him with 1 torpedo. There. He's firing 3. He gets +2 on his dice because of the spread. He gets +1 for each torpedo past the first one. Okay. So we're going to be +2. He is firing at the British Endeavour. And on an 8 or higher, he sinks. And he gets, oh yes, he rolled a 9 right here. That 9 sinks the British Endeavour. So he goes down. All right. The Endeavour comes off the board. That's the first one down. You can see a torpedo, an 8 sinks him. I get 1 victory point and 1 experience point. That was for U-43. 1 experience, 1 victory point. Okay. Now the U-154 is firing at the Caddo. It's the 10,000 ton large tanker. He's firing 3 torpedoes. So he'll have 1 left there. Okay, here he goes. He's firing 3. He needs 10 to sink him. So we're going to try to get him here. Here we go. And he gets +2. Oh, he got 2 7s, so that's a 9. Shoot, it gave him heavy damage. Okay, so he takes heavy damage now. Very interesting, right? Yep. Okay. I got this guy who's entangled here with the with the U-122. So this ship is going to drop back. I can still get him if I could sink this other one. That's the question, right? So now we look at our movement. If he stays here, he'll drift back to this guy. If he moves here, he would drift back to here. If he moves to here, he would drift back into here, but he could fire at that guy at range 1. So we're trying to figure out how to hit these guys. This is my second contact, so if I don't sink them now, I'm not going to get them. And I got this guy messing with this stupid destroyer up here. He would have to move up and drift back again. He would move up. Right there. So he moves up. U-43, he moves up. U-154, he moves up. And then we're going to lag, because the speed is 3. They drop back 2. 1, 2. He gets back where he wants to be. 1, 2. He falls back to there. 1, 2. He falls back to here. Okay. Which means the Sherwood, he can roll for detection on the U-43. See if he gets it or not. He gets a +1 because they're alerted. No, it's a 2. He still doesn't know about that boat, and he's out of range. He's going to move here because he's going after the U-122, which we escaped his depth charge attack last time, luckily. Okay. Okay, here we go. The U-boat's attacking again. It's going to be 1 heavy damage. It is. Oh, no effect. Wow. The destroyer's not doing me any harm right now. Okay. All right. So U-122 is firing his 2 torpedoes that he has left loaded there at that destroyer again. He is +1 on his die roll. Come on. Need something big. Oh my gosh. A 2 and a 1. No damage again. So neither one of us are hurting the other one. All right. Well, that's killing me here. U-43 is attacking the Rotura. He's firing his spread, 3 torpedoes. And he gets to be +2. Range is 1, -1. So he's +1 on the 3 torpedoes here on the 11,000-ton freighter. Oh, baby. He gets a 9. That's a 10. A 7. But there it is. He has a 10. +1's an 11. He sunk the Rotura. So the Rotura went down. That's a big one. I get 2 victory points and 2 experience points for U-43. U-43, 2. All right. That's big. Now, the U-154 is going to fire at the... He's firing at the Cato, who's already got heavy damage. He's firing a spread of 3. He ought to fire at that silly old destroyer and see if he could hit him with a spread of 3 and cause him some serious damage maybe. Drop him to 1. Man, if I could get him off of us. I'm out of torpedoes that are loaded. This is my last 3. Or I can sink that ship, the Cato, and gain 2 more victory points that way. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fire 3 torpedoes at the Cato. I'll be a +1. I get +2 for the spread, -1 for the range. And he gets 5, 3, 3, so that's a 6. And a 6 is a light damage. I needed a 7 to get the heavy damage, which would have sunk him. The light damage doesn't do anything, doesn't increase anything. And okay, so now we're going to have to run. He's going 1. He's going 1. He's going 1. The Sherwood. See, range is 1, 2. So he still can't detect them. Oh, we do lag. So 3 on 1. That's 2. The U-154. He goes to the search box. He's done. 1, 2 out there with the U-43. 1, 2 out here. The Sherwood has him detected, so he would move. 1, 2, 3. He can take 1 more run at him. Okay. That's what he's going to do. He gets 1 more heavy damage attempt on the U-122. And it is heavy, 2 tubes, long term. Okay, on the U-122. Oh, well, gee whiz, he's already had 2, so now he's down to 4 tubes inoperable. Put that back in there. So he's got 4 inoperable front tubes now. All right, in the next turn, they're going to move off. Because I don't have any left here to come back around and re-engage, that's it. I can't go back and sink that one either. So the Cato got away and Amstellan got away. All right. So these U-boats, the U-43 goes back into the search box. And the U-122 goes back. The Amstellan, I'll set him aside. And the Sherwood. Okay. And the Cato. All right. So, let's see. Here on the U-43, he has a cool, so his stress drops by 1. He's down to 1 stress now. That was a pretty good attack, considering. The warning comes off now. The battle location will set off to the side, and the convoy card is done. Okay. That actually completes that turn now because everybody's gone through their turn. So, to do this, Donuts, let's see how many victory points we have. 3, 6, 9, 10. I did not score enough because it needed to be 9 or more during this tactical segment. And during the tactical segment, I only earned 4 victory points. So I didn't do very well there. And this event card stays out. It does not come back into the game. Okay. All right. So that brings us back up now to the strategic segment. So here's where I decide if I want to assign any special missions. I could send the U-122 down and do a special raider mission with him. He's already got 5 stress though, or no, he's got 1 stress, 4 tubes, they're damaged. Yeah, these guys got to reload. So they're going to reload with their fat. That's 2. And he needs 4 more. So we'll take this 6, make it into a 4 and a 2. I'll put 2 and 2 there, 4 there, and he can only take on 2. I don't think I'll use the special ones. I think I'll leave them there. So this becomes a 4. And he gets 2 in his front tubes. That's all he can have. And then this guy here is going to take his 2 specials, the U-154. And then he can load up 6 or 4 more. So there's 4 right there. Okay. So they're all loaded. So I think I will send the U-122. He's going to move down to the Caribbean. It costs him 1 because he's moving. So 1 event card. It is maintenance. You may spend 2 SOs, remove 1 stress from each boat. I can't afford to do the maintenance, so that's going to go. And he's going to be a special raider. He's going to have to get an event card for that. So when we go to do that. In fact, I guess he should go ahead and do that because he's there. 1 event card. Counterintelligence. Remove any air search and supply ship counters from this campaign map area. So there aren't any. Okay. I think we'll bring the U-43 and the U-154. We'll bring the U-43s out here on a search. It's 2 event cards. 1, 2. First one was enemy aircraft. Okay, so we got to roll. And it is 8. And then 8 is add 1 light hit. Okay, so we draw for a light hit on U-43. And this is, no effect. All right. The second one is clear weather, no effect. Okay, so he's on patrol. And the U-154 is going to be on patrol. He draws 2 cards. First one is enemy aircraft. Okay. And he rolls a 5. 1 light hit. So we draw the light hit again. On the U-154. And it is light. Whew, no effect. Getting lucky there. And the other event, rough seas, add 1 stress. So U-154 picked up a stress. He already had 2, so he goes to 3 now. But he can go up to 8 before he's really affected by that. Okay. So they're on patrol. Now we'll bring out the other boats. U-126, he'll come out. He gets 2 event cards. 1, 2. First one is naval target. If the U-boat is not unfit, it may spend 4 torpedoes, suffer 3 stress, and gain 3 victory points. Well, guess what? U-126 It's going to expend 3 torpedoes. Oh, 4 torpedoes. So he's got 6 right here. So we'll make that into 2. Right there. He gets 3 stress. That's his first stress on him. And he gets 3 victory points. We'll take 3 victory points for U-126. 1, 2, 3. Okay. He got him a naval target. In his other event, morale boat. Remove 2 stress from this boat. Yes. So that 3 goes down to 1. That was nice. Yeah. All right. So they sunk that target and their stress got relieved. Woo. Okay. U-94 comes out. 2 event cards. First one is stormy weather. End U-boat's movement for this step. Okay. He wasn't going anywhere anyway. And then he had clear weather, no effect. All right. And U-44 comes out. He gets 2 cards for patrolling. Clear weather, no effect. Stormy weather, he's not going to be able to move any farther, but he wasn't going. Okay. All right. I wonder, I'm going to check something on that stormy weather. Okay, well, let's do this raid down here with U-122. See if he can gain us some victory points. Need to see where that's at in here. Sorry about that. I should have looked it up before I started. Yeah, let me find it. Okay, so for U-122, that's this guy right here. He has a gun skill of +1. So he's going to start firing with his gun. So it's going to drop to 5. He rolls 1 die. He gets that +1. And he needs an 8 or higher to score a hit. For every hit, he gets a victory point. So he rolled an 8. All right, so there's 1. He gets a victory point. That's 1. He's going to fire again. So his ammo is going to drop to 4 now. His ammo goes to 4, and he fires 8. He gets the second one. Right. So he's over here tearing them up. He's going to switch to 3 and roll. 7 + 1's an 8. He gets another one. Goes down to 2 ammo. And fires. 3 missed. He goes down to 1 ammo and he fires. 6 + 1's 7. So that's it. He used all his gun ammo up. But he scored 3 victory points. And he goes into the search box. Okay, U-122 is all finished. All right, let's work our way up. We got the smaller group here, U-43 and U-154. So U-43, he's going to roll on the contact table. He is a searcher, so he gets +1 on his die roll. And he rolls an 8, which is a 9. And a 9 is 2 contacts. Okay, so let's see what he draws. 2 contacts. Oh, he's got 4 merchants and 2 escorts here. The question is, can he slip in there and nail him a good merchant or 2? Yeah. Is it worth it for him? Yeah, he's going to take it because I don't want to give up if I do heavy damage. So he's got a He's got a 2 here for his contacts, which will reduce to 1 because he's taking this contact. So there's going to be an escort here, escort here, and he's got 2 merchants here and 2 merchants here. Oops, wrong marker. Oops, that's a warship. Come on. And a merchant here. All right. So it's a really tight convoy. So the U-43, he's coming in submerged from here. So starting there at range 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. He can see the 2 escorts, so we get to reveal those. But before we do, we draw special iron nerves. Add 2 to gun and torpedo die rolls at range 0 or 1. Yes. I'll put this one here where I can remember it. Okay. First thing we can do is determine the 2 escorts. So here's the first one. Whoops. The first one is HMS Stella's Canopus, anti-ship trawler. He does light damage, so he goes there. And then the other escort is HMS Hero. He's a destroyer. Yep, it takes a lot to put him down, so he's the guy I want to avoid at all costs if I can. Okay, and then we're going to move 1 up this direction. Now I wish I'd started out there. It would have been, yeah, it wouldn't matter. Well, so that's going to put him now in range of 1, 2 of all the ships, so I can find out what all the ships are here. Okay, so we'll go with this first one. Is the Athol Prince, a 9,000 ton small tanker. This next one in the same square with him is the Brazza, 10,000 ton cargo liner. That's nice. The other 2, the Sultan Star, 12,000 tons. Wow. And the Pirate, 7,000 tons. Okay, so we got. I'll get all these ships out and put them on the board now. Okay, so I moved. Now I lag because the Hero is a 3, so that's 2. Well, he's going to lag 1, 2. I'm being there with these guys. He can't find him, but the Stella Canopus can. His detection number is a 7, and he's at range 1. So +1 to his die roll. No, that's an alerted counter. Escort detection is 0 to 1 for a submerged boat. Right. So he's going to be at, here he goes. He needs a 7 or higher to detect me. 4. Did not. Okay. So escort movement, short range band, no detected U-boats. So we'll do the Stella Canopus first, and the roll is a 7. Stay in the same area, okay? And then for the Hero, he gets a 5. Stay in the same area, okay? All right. So they don't know I'm there. Now, I can fire the U-43, a spread. I have a fat torpedo. That's going to be +1. and 2 more. So the question is, which one do I want to fire at? Spread of 3 is going to give me +2. Boy, this is a chance to hit that Sultan Star right there and drop him for 3 victory points. He's worth more than any of the other ones in there. So I would be gee whiz, Dave. Depth charged my ships over there. Okay, I think I'm going to take that shot. I get to add 2 to my torpedo. I'm shooting at the Sultan Star. That's the big one. That's the big target. That's the one I want. Okay. I get to add 2. I'm firing 3 torpedoes. I get to add 2 for the I get to add 2 for the spread. Subtract 1 for the range, so it's +1. +2 for the iron nerves, that's +3. And he's a +1, so +4 on 2 of the dice and +5 on the other one that I'll run. So here, these 2 are +4. Oh, a 1 and a 3, horrible. +5, 8, that's 13 on the Sultan Star. That's all I needed. He went down. I blasted him. He needed a 10 to get him. I got him. The Sultan Star just sunk. That's 3 victory points and 2 experience points for U-43. 1, 2, yeah, 1, 2, 3. Oh, yes. Nice. So I got rid of the big ship. Okay. All right, here we go. Now they're alerted. I think because I sunk it, because I fired, they become alerted. Okay, I want to stay in this area as much as I can. So he's going to move here and then lag 1, 2, like that, because of the speed of the hero. Now they're hunting me, but I'm at range 2, 1, 2. They still don't know where I am. They can't find me because I'm submerged. All right, I'm going to get another shot here. This time at the Brazza. That's the 10,000 ton cargo liner. I only have, because the other one's an escort torpedo, I can only fire 2 this time. It's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fire 2 torpedoes. I get a +1, -1 for range, but I get +2 for my iron nerve. So +2 at the Brazza. Eight and 2 is 10. And a 10 is not enough. I needed an 11. But I gave him heavy damage on the Brazza. So he takes heavy damage. Right there. Boom. All right. Out of torpedoes for that one. Now I have to decide what to do for movement. I think what we're going to try to do is move 1, drift away. They can't see me. I got out of there. I'm going to spin my other 1 to come up. I'm going to fire again a gun on that one and sink that. That's that final shot deal. And I'll sink the Brazza. So I get credit for the Brazza, which is 2 victories, 2 experience. 2 victory, 2 experience. All right. U-43 goes back to a search box. These 2 come off. Two escorts come off. Man, what a great event card that one turned out to be, or convoy card for me. Okay, and all these ships. Go there. All right. Okay. Let's do this stack up here, see what we get. I think we'll start with U-126. He's going to come out searching. He gets 2 event cards. It's the last 2 I got to shuffle. Clear weather, no effect. Patrolling escort. I can expend 2 torpedoes, suffer 2 stress, and gain 2 victory. So he's going to do that. This is the U-126. He'll fire these 2 torpedoes. And he'll gain 2 stress. So he has 1 on there. So that'll bring him up to 3. And he gets 2 victory points. Victory points are adding up on this one. Okay, he's going to roll for his contact. He's an infiltrator, so that doesn't do any good. Oh, he gets a 1. So he got no contact. So that was his contact that he took care of right there. He goes back to a search box. Okay, U-44, he's going to take, okay, I got to shuffle. So we got to get our event card shuffled up here. So I'll do that real quick. Okay, so U-44, he's patrolling, so he gets 2. So first one is counterintelligence. Remove any air search supply ships. We don't have any going on. And morale boost. Remove 2 stress from this boat. U-44, he had 2 stress. We get rid of his 2 stress. That's nice. He needs that. Okay. All right, he's going to roll for his patrol. He doesn't have anything special there. So we roll. It's a 7. And a 7 on the Grand Banks is 2 contacts. All right. So we'll put him up to 2. We'll pull the first one. And it is, whoo, huge, huge. 3 escorts, 6 merchantmen. I got a wolf pack up here. I mean, I could send them in there. Yep. Or I could try to come in from behind. But, man, that guy's only got, well, only got, yeah, U-44 over here. So, I don't know. I don't want to deal with 3 escorts, I don't think. Man, that's tough. Although, he's the only guy with the escort torpedo, too. And 126 are, no, they only got 2 boats available. Nope, we'll pass on that one. So that'll drop us down to 1 available now. So we have to take this one if we want one. Damn, 3 escorts. And 3, you know what? The U-44 is going to pass. We're not going to take, he's going to be done. I'm not going into heavy escorts like that. So we're done with that. Okay. So that brings us to U-94. He draws his 2 patrolling event cards. First one, clear weather. All right. Second one, enemy aircraft. So here comes the enemy aircraft. He rolls a 6, 1 light hit. Okay. He gets an experience point for that. Here comes the light hit. And it is light on his gun. Okay, so his gun's out of commission right now. So on the U-94, which is the Type 7C boat, his gun is not operable. Okay, he's going to roll for contacts, and he gets 8. And an 8 is 2 contacts. So here comes the first one. Ah, a lone merchantman. We'll take that. That'll leave him with 1. So he's got a lone merchant ship. Too bad his gun got knocked out. I could have used it. Yeah. Man, what horrible timing that was. Okay. A lone merchant ship. Right here. He is a... nothing special. Okay, so U-94, he's coming in here. He's going to move 1, and he'll lag 1. So that's going to put him right there on his lag. I got to see what the convoy... Deck guns. Add 1 light hit to attacks against surface U-boats. Well, I'm coming in submerged, so that won't affect us. Let's see what this guy is. Hope it's a big one. It is, nope, a 6,000-ton medium freighter. Okay. It is the Pacific Reliance. Okay. On range 1, I can fire, I'm going to fire 2 torpedoes. That's going to leave me with 3 in my tubes now. I'm going to fire 2 torpedoes and see if I can score a hit on him here. I'm +1, -1, and my torpedo skill is 0. I got a 6, and a 6 unmodified there is heavy damage. Okay, there we go. I scored a heavy damage on him. If I don't move, let's see, his speed's a 0, so he's kind of like dead in the water. I can move in on him. I'm going to fire 3 torpedoes. So I get a spread of 3 +1. So I get +2, +1 is +3. Trying to get at least a heavy damage. See if I can sink this guy. And I got a 6 +3 is a 9. And a 9 sinks him. I had heavy damage. It destroyed him. So the Pacific Reliance is no more. I get 1 victory point, 1 experience point for that. That's on U-94. So he gains another experience and he gets his first victory point. Okay. That one comes off. He's gone. U-94 has finished his search. And everybody can reload now. The gun gets repaired during this phase. U-43 is going to bring up 5 torpedoes here out of 10. 5 out of 10. So I need 6 and 4. Yeah, I get 5 back. Still have 5 back here. And he's going to load up all 4 of his. He still has 6 loaded. He still has 6 loaded. He needs to bring up 4. Oh, he only has 2 tubes. He's going home. And U-154. He's done. Okay. All right. That's going to be the end of the mission, so we'll be ready for our movements. So I'm going to try to get U-122 back home and get him repaired. So stress-wise, he's okay, but his tubes are all, he's got two bad damaged, long-term damaged tubes, so he's not very effective, and I used up his gun on a special raider event. So, okay, that's going to be it for today. Hope you're liking it. It went a little faster today on the combat. You can see once you start to get into the swing of it, it doesn't take long. My guys, I have here on my sheet 154. He's not got anything but U43 is a veteran, and he's got 8 experience points, 1 more, and he'll get promoted. Same thing for U94, 1 more, he's going to get promoted. So I've got a couple boats that are getting close to getting promotions. Right now I've got 8, 11, 12, 23, 24 victory points. And 24 is still dismal. So all that, I'm still not where I need to be. Okay. All right. So I'm going to call it for today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. And we'll see you on the next one. Have a good one, everybody.